Have you ever stood in the middle of a grocery store and just frozen? The fluorescent lights buzz, the cart wheels squeak, and your shopping list blurs into an unreadable mess. Your stomach knots up, and this feeling of too much, too little time completely takes over. That was me. Just a little while ago, I found myself paralyzed by the produce section, completely overwhelmed by the sheer number of choices, the people, the noise. It felt like the world was closing in on me. I remember standing there, the scent of crisp apples suddenly cutting through the chaos. It was such a simple, grounding smell. In that moment, I told myself, just breathe. Just pick one thing. I focused all my energy on choosing the best apple. That's it. One apple. It sounds so small, doesn't it? But that simple act of focusing on a single, manageable task broke the spell. The anxiety didn't vanish, but it loosened its grip just enough for me to move on to the next item on my list, one by one. That moment in the grocery store became a revelation. I realized I could apply that same principle to the rest of my life. The feeling of overwhelm wasn't just in the supermarket. It was waiting for me at home with the mountains of laundry at work, with the endless emails, and in my own mind with the constant pressure to do more, be more. It's a feeling I think many of us know all too well. It's that sensation of being pulled in a million different directions at once until you're so stretched thin you feel like you might just snap. So I started experimenting. I took that one item at a time strategy and brought it into my kitchen. Evening meal prep used to be my personal battlefield. Chopping vegetables felt like a frantic race against the clock. But now, I saw it differently. I started to focus on the rhythm of the knife hitting the cutting board. Chop, chop, chop. I paid attention to the vibrant colors of the bell peppers, the earthy smell of the onions. I wasn't just rushing to get food on the table. I was engaging in a mindful, almost meditative process. Each slice, each stir, was a small, controlled action. I was transforming the chaos of my evening into a serene, structured ritual. This simple shift in perspective was a game changer. Instead of seeing my to-do list as a giant, insurmountable mountain, I started seeing it as a series of small, walkable steps. Laundry? Just focus on sorting the colors. That massive work project? Just write the first sentence of the email. It's about breaking down the overwhelming whole into manageable parts. It's about giving yourself permission to focus on just one thing at a time without worrying about the 100 other things waiting for you. This process of micro-focusing doesn't just help you get things done, it changes your relationship with your tasks and ultimately with yourself. It teaches you patience. It teaches you to be present. When you're fully engaged in one simple action, your mind doesn't have the bandwidth to spin out with anxiety about the future or regrets about the past. You are right here, right now, just chopping a carrot. And there is an incredible peace to be found in that simplicity. It also rebuilds your sense of agency. Overwhelm makes us feel powerless, like we're just being swept along by a current we can't control. But when you successfully choose that one apple or chop that one vegetable, you're proving to yourself that you are in control. You are the one making the choices. Each small victory builds on the last, creating a powerful momentum of confidence and competence. You start to trust yourself again. You start to believe that you can handle whatever comes your way, not by tackling it all at once, but by taking it one deliberate step at a time. Let's talk about how you can start integrating this into your own life. First, identify your personal grocery store aisle. Where do you feel most overwhelmed? Is it your morning routine, your inbox, a specific chore at home? Pinpoint that area. Next, when you feel that familiar wave of anxiety rising, pause. Don't fight it. Just acknowledge it. Take a deep breath. And then ask yourself, what is the absolute smallest single step I can take right now? Maybe it's just putting on your running shoes. Not going for the run, just putting on the shoes. Maybe it's opening a single bill to pay. Maybe it's washing one dish. The goal is to make the task so small, so non-threatening, that your brain can't argue with it. Celebrate that small win. Seriously. Acknowledge that you did the thing you set out to do. This positive reinforcement is crucial for building a new habit. This isn't about productivity hacking or becoming a superhero of efficiency. It's a strategy for sanity. It's a way to reclaim your peace in a world that constantly demands more of us. It's about turning chaos into a calm, controlled architecture for your days. It's about remembering that even on the most overwhelming days, you have the power to choose your focus. You can choose to breathe. You can choose to start with just one apple. The beauty of this method is its scalability. It starts in the kitchen, with the rhythmic chop of a knife, but it extends to every corner of your life. It helps you build a foundation of calm and control, one small block at a time. Soon you'll find that the mountains don't seem so high anymore, because you know you have the tools to climb them, one steady, mindful step at a time. You learn that your days don't have to be a reaction to chaos. They can be a deliberate creation of your own making. I really hope this perspective helps you the next time you feel that familiar grip of overwhelm. It's a journey, not a destination, and being kind to yourself along the way is the most important part. Remember that small steps, taken consistently, can lead to the biggest transformations. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. If this resonated with you, I'd be so grateful if you like this video and subscribe to the channel for more conversations like this. I'd love to hear in the comments what your one apple moment is. Until next time, be well.